This is Calvin Castine at Olympic Stadium for Expos and New York Mets here on Hometown Cable. The Expos are going through the last part of their pregame batting practice. We're here along with Peter Regnier and a few fans here, but not as crowded as you might hope when a New York team comes to visit. Last time we were here, the Yankees were in town, another New York team, and at that point the Expos were still in contention for the wild card spot. In fact, going into that third game against the Yankees in that series, they were the wild card team if the season ended at that point. Since then, the Yankees have been down and back up, and the Expos have done nothing but slide. In the meantime, the New York Mets have taken over that spot in the wild card race, trailing the Atlanta Braves, but leading at this point in the race for the wild card. I think at this point they are battling the San Francisco Giants for that final playoff spot. Mike Piazza back in the box. Peter Regnier, also, besides being an A1 reporter, is a A1 Mets fan. Particularly a Mike Piazza fan. And last year, when we were here, and Peter was able to get an interview with Piazza and Tom Seaver. Peter found it a very fulfilling experience. Tonight's game will not be covered by WPIX, where Tom Seaver works. It's covered by Fox Sports New York. So the announcers from that system will be here, and probably since tomorrow's game is a very rare afternoon game, a weekday afternoon game. This is a Wednesday. On Thursday, these teams will be playing again in the afternoon. And the reason for the afternoon game, I'm not sure where the Mets are heading, but the Expos come back here from Boston for 2 days. This game today and the game tomorrow night against the Mets, and they're heading right out to Florida. So they're here for a two-game homestand. The last time they were home was a weekend and a half ago on the 7th, 8th, and 9th when the Toronto Blue Jays were here. And in that particular series, they came from Atlanta, came back here to Montreal for 3 games, and then took the All-Star break. So a little quirks in scheduling. Usually you won't find a team come back home just for one short series, particularly a 2-game stand like they have here, but since they were in Boston, I guess they figured it was safe to send them up here to Montreal. Not sure where the Mets are going when they leave here. As we said, the Expos will be going to Florida, and then next week they'll be playing at Shea Stadium for a 3-game series against the Mets. And then this is being taped on July 19th. And those of you seeing it before July 28th, the 28th, 29th, and 30th, that's the weekend that Ken Griffey Jr. and the Cincinnati Reds will be here. And that'll be followed immediately by the July 31st, August 1st, and August 2nd return of the St. Louis Cardinals and Ken Griffey. So when the Expos are back in town in about 10 days, we'll be facing the Cincinnati Reds and Ken Griffey Jr., followed by the St. Louis Cardinals and Mark McGwire. So some exciting baseball on tap Then the Expos will head to the road, and they'll come back and face Larry Walker in Colorado, and San Francisco will be in after that, and a lot of good baseball left. And looking ahead till September, the Mets will be back here for a 4-game stand, the 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. Then it'll be Florida, and the last home games of the season for the Expos this year will be a 4-game series against the Atlanta Braves. The Florida Marlins will be sandwiched in between there on the 19th, on the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st of September. But the last home game of the series of the season for the Expos will be the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. A 4-game series here against the Atlanta Braves toward the end of the season. Then they'll be on the road against Florida and these same Mets to end the season. Piazza puts that one way out there into the bleachers. As we're taping this, he hit a grand slammer last night to win the ball game. Not as much excitement that you would hope for on a team that's doing as well as the Mets, and I'm sure there's a lot of Mets fans in the North Country. Not quite as exciting as you would expect to find it here. You would expect to see the turnstiles are turning, but here we are just about an hour before game time, and there's still a lot of empty seats out there. Looks like, judging from the early crowd, you can usually get an idea of how big the crowd will be, and I would doubt if we'll see 15,000 here tonight. Piazza will wander toward the dugout. A swarm of fans waiting there, hoping to get his autograph. Looks like he has stopped, and he'll be signing a few, so there'll be some happy fans going home tonight. Come to a game, try to get here early during batting practice. That's your best chance to come home with an autograph. We'll take a moment to take a quick look at the batting order for tonight's ball game. For the Mets, Lenny Harris with a .340 batting average is leading off. He's also got 11 homers and 36 run batted in. He's followed by Derek Bell, who's hitting only .206, but he's always a threat and a great defensive player out there. Derek Bell, the right fielder, Harris at third base. Edgardo Alfonso is batting third and playing second, batting .276, and here's a second baseman with 22 home runs. We're about the 90 game mark for the season here. A little over halfway, but about less than 60% of the season done. And here's a second baseman with 22 home runs, 60 runs batted in. Mike Piazza is batting cleanup, hitting a tremendous .358. He's been on a tear all season. 28 home runs, 79 runs batted in. A catcher with 28 home runs. Todd Zeal, who was also taking batting practice when Piazza was in there, he's hitting .284. He's got 24 home runs and 69 runs batted in. He's the first baseman. The center fielder has Jay Payton, has a .337 batting average with 10 home runs and 31 ribbies. The left fielder, Benny Agbayani. I read that name a lot, but I don't have to pronounce it very often. He's hitting .241 with 20 home runs and 47 runs batted in. He's the left fielder. They have Melvin Mora playing shortstop tonight. He's hitting at .179. And the pitcher, Glendon Rush, is hitting .333. He's one of those pitchers who can hit the ball. And here we go. We've got some happy fans right now. Now for the Expos. Milton Bradley is finally here to the big time. The man with the very famous name, Milton Bradley, is going to be leading off tonight. He's finally up here to the big time, and hopefully he'll be around for a while. He's playing center field. Vladimir's older brother, Wilton Guerrero, is in the lineup tonight, hitting .258. He's playing left field. Jose Vidro. Talk about your great second baseman. This guy is coming on like gangbusters this year. .357 batting average. And he's actually slipped a little bit. .357 batting average. Second baseman Jose Vidro, 15 home runs, 64 runs batted in. Then we have a fellow named Vladimir Guerrero. He's also hitting .357, 25 home runs, 82 runs batted in. He's, of course, the right fielder and the premier right fielder in Major League Baseball, probably. Lee Stevens, a hard-hitting first baseman, hitting .260, 18 homers, 57 runs batted in. Chris Widger has 11 homers this year. He's the catcher, batting only .221, but he's got 11 homers, so he shows some power. Mike Mordecai, the third baseman, hitting .301. Jeff Blum, a shortstop who lived briefly in Plattsburgh, as most people watching know. He was playing with the Vermont Expos. He was briefly in Plattsburgh. He's hitting .257. And the pitcher, another guy with a famous name here, Tony Armas Jr. And Tony Armas Jr., a pitcher, and he's not the hitter his father was, because he's hitting only .063. But he's pitching tonight, and expecting another one that the Expos are expecting big things from.
Is it something that, do you know, something that came up suddenly, or something that you've been feeling over the last two starts?
It was very sudden.
Very sudden?
You know, yeah, it was very sudden.
Well, we got back just a little bit short of catching that press conference with Jim Beattie. This fellow here, this is the guy on the right, that is. He's the 5th overall pick. Expos #1 draft pick from Stanford University. His name is Justin Wayne. He's a pitcher, and the Expos have high hopes for him. He'll be reporting to A-Ball tomorrow. So they had a press conference with him earlier. We knew about the press conference, but we didn't know what time it was scheduled for. And they just introduced him while Peter and I were down on the field.
Levantes a Hawks, the fielder Mountain Guerrero. La deuxième base, José Vidro.
got the big hit. You know, Benny made a good turnaround third. Made the perfect slide at home, touching the plate with his hand. We practiced that sometimes. You always wonder if it was going to come in handy. He knew what to do, and he got in there with a big run.
How about Derek Bell's?
Joe's stolen base and Derek's base hit were huge, obviously.
Those are two defensive plays that were out of the seventh. It was the kind of thing that's forgotten because of the hit.
Yeah, it can't be forgotten that Derek throws the guy out at home, but Mike making a great tag at the plate. And that's a great tag. That's an athletic event. You have to catch it, snatch, make the tag, and Derek knew it was a big run, threw the ball all the way in there. It's a good play.
Harris made a good play.
Yeah, and Harris on the turf bunt. There was no play at first base. I think he readjusted. He was going to go to first, so no, Fonzie wasn't there yet, and went to second.
You say you practiced that slide, Benny?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's one of the ways to come in the home. In spring training, if the catcher's going to block it, you've got to go by the plate and tag it with your hand.
Bobby, it seems like a lot more energy in the dugout the last couple of nights. Is it winning? Is it a sense of urgency as you get to Atlanta to get some momentum?
No, I think we've had the same energy. It's just that now things are falling in too. You know, sometimes when you have that energy and you get a 1-2-3 inning, you just can't feel it. But guys are getting big hits and scoring big runs now, so they're excited.
Glendon Rush's effort, another quality start for him. He's been one of the surprises, it seems, in the rotation this year.
And definitely Glendon deserves better. You know, he threw a lot of pitches, threw 6, but they were all quality pitches, and gave up 2 runs. What are you going to do? It's usually good enough to win. We just wait for him to come out of the game, and we score. And if that's what we have to do to get a win, Glendon will be happy, we'll be happy.
And once again, Lenny Harris defensively made a couple of solid plays and got a key hit for you.
Yeah, the triple left center was a huge hit to tie the game, and getting forced out at second on a bunt is, you know, it's a major instinct play. He came in, got it, caught her off the right foot, and the proper foot, which is the left foot, and threw it second on the run. Did great.
And you sent Joe McEwing up to pinch hit in the game. He gets a clutch hit for you. The decision behind setting him up is veteran. What's behind that?
Well, you know, I'm short of players, and he's going to go and play defense. I'm not going to use a guy to hit and someone to play defense. So, I mean, that's what I was thinking at the time as the inning progressed. They double switched him out.
He stole the base, and that was not your call. That was his.
Oh, absolutely. You know, that's a green light, and he saw the move to first. Once he read the move to first, you know, waited a few pitches and saw the move to first and felt he had him read and stole it pretty easily.